Hi guys, so I'm back with another video and this is gonna be my MEPS experience. Now before I get into it, if the lighting is bad in this video, I'm sorry. I'm filming while the storm is, or actually it's the end of the storm, but there's no power in the house and yeah, it's dark. So if the lighting is bad, I'm at my window, but if the lighting is bad, I'm sorry. But anyways, so about my MEPS experience, the first thing I should tell you guys is to prepare for MEPS, just get, it's a lot of waiting. It is a lot of waiting. So prepare to wait a million hours each day. I went to MEPS on a 2-day trip. The first day I went, I did my test, my ASVAB. After the test, I had to wait until the last person was finished with their test so we all could leave for the hotel. I waited for 3+ hours for that last person to finish the test. So that alone was a lot of waiting. I didn't get to the hotel until around 10:15. Then we had to wait for the way to check in. We had to form a line, check in. By 10:15 dinner was over at the hotel, so they had to take our orders and we got a choice of chicken fingers and fries or hamburgers and fries. You choose whichever one. Then they had to prepare those for, I think it was 20 or 30 of us. So they prepared those. We got our food and we went up to our room, ate. There were 3 of us in our room. It was like the suite type of room, so there were 3 of us. We had fold out couches and roll away beds. We stayed at a Hilton, so the hotel was good. We stayed at a Hilton, we had everything, it was comfortable enough for a night. Wake up call, we got a wake up call the next morning. Wake up call was 5 o'clock, but we got up at 4:30 because it was 3 of us, so to shower and do all that, and it's all female, so we got up a little earlier. We didn't get to bed until around 12, I would say, and then we woke up at 4:30. Breakfast was between 5:15 and 6. So we got up, took our showers, got ready, and then all 3 of us from my room, we went down to have breakfast. And by that time, a lot of us were already down, so that was good. We had breakfast. Breakfast was good. It was buffet, eggs, bacon, potatoes, waffles, fruits. It was a wide variety, so breakfast was good. We had orange juice and water. I didn't see any coffee or tea. I don't know. I don't think there were any, but I didn't see any. But anyways, we did that, had breakfast. The bus left at 6. So we took the bus back to MEPS from the hotel, and then we had to form a line. Once we got to MEPS, we formed 3 lines outside because it was a lot of us. It was about 80 of us that started processing. So we formed 3 lines outside. The guy, I think he was I don't know what he was, but the guy, he said to remove our hoodies, remove our belts and our watches, piercings, what else? I think that was it, because we had to go through a metal detector to go into the building. So we went in, checked our bags, our overnight bags. We put that in a room that they designated for our stuff. So we took that there. I wasn't allowed to put my hoodie back on, but I saw other people with their hoodies on. I don't know why, but yeah, I wasn't allowed to put my hoodie back on because I took mine and the woman was like, no hoodies. But then later I saw people in their hoodies, so I'm like, whatever. But yeah, so you could put your watches back on. That I know, but I forgot to put mine on, so whatever. After we left that room, we went back to the front to check in, because if you went the day before, you check in with your fingerprint, and once you go back for your medical, then your fingerprint should be on file. They check you in, and then you go upstairs to do all the medical stuff. Now when you get upstairs, that's when the waiting really starts. You go into the briefing, you do your little briefing thing, you fill out a questionnaire, and then you have to sit on and wait until everyone is finished with the process. And the process is, first you fill out the questionnaire, then you go get your eyes, your ears, your blood pressure, and your hearing test done. Once you're done with that, you come back to the room to sit and wait for the briefing. And you have to wait until everyone is done with that process before they can brief you. So we waited. I was in the first set. So I waited for maybe an hour and a half, and then we got briefed. After that, then we did our breathalyzer, and then they checked us out from that area, and then they sent us to the other area to get our physical stuff done. So we waited in that area. We did our blood and urine. And yes, you have to pee in front of someone, but where I went at my MEPS, there was the stalls, and I was the first female. So why am I tightening this? Sorry. I was the first female, so I peed by myself. I don't know if others had to pee, like other females had to pee together, but I peed by myself. I was in a stall, and the woman was in another area, but there was an open window. Sorry, there was an open window, so she stood at the window and just watched you pee. You know, it was so funny because before going into the restroom, I really wanted to pee, but when I was there, I didn't look at the woman because I knew if I looked at her, I wouldn't pee. So I didn't look at her, but just knowing that she was there, I couldn't pee, but then for like 5 or 10 seconds, but then after it came. So I peed. They did a pregnancy test for females. They did a pregnancy test. They did the strip thing. Test your kidneys, I think. That's what that's for. And then they poured out a sample to send to the lab, I guess, for drug testing. And then after that, the females went in a separate section. All the females went in that section, and then the males processed out where we first arrived.